Hello everybody, welcome to another video, and I've not done one for a long time in this gym. I've been mainly focused on the travel content, and now it's been summer, traveling around a lot to the beaches and to these lovely places that I've been to in the last couple of weeks. But I want to resume my videos in here, and elsewhere, talking about important things when it comes to being the best human you can be. And the purpose of this video, I want to be talking about how to achieve an aesthetic body whilst maintaining health and nourishment. It's very important to maintain that health and nourishment whilst building muscle, getting the body that you want. And this video is going to mainly aim at men, but women can be included as well. So the main thing I really want to say is that a lot of people, when they go on a journey to build a physique, they concentrate on getting all these so-called calories in, when really the calories just mean energy, and they're getting their energy from whatever they think has the most energy. They just shove so much rubbish down their bodies in the hope that it's going to go towards building muscle, and in some case it does, but at what cost? At the cost of your body taking in food that it does not know. It does not really know what to do with, and it creates waste in the body. So to build proper muscle healthily, you want to be eating foods that grow from the earth and foods that graze on the earth, which means all animal products and vegetables and fruits and stuff. It doesn't matter, as long as it's grown from the earth. I don't care if you're a vegetarian, I don't care if you eat meat. I personally eat everything. I've talked about that many times. But as long as it grows from the earth and grazes on the earth, then that's fine. It can be milk, cheese, fruit, veg, fish, anything. Okay, all of this will go towards building that muscle, that strong body. Muscle is just one of the things it does, but it's going towards contributing to the whole health of the body, the whole health of every single system in the body. And the problems, come when people are eating junk food, artificial foods grown in a lab, genetically modified crap. That's what the real problem is. Whilst they're trying to build muscle, it looks like they're healthy when if they're eating this, underneath they're not going to be healthy at all. And that's a problem, because the real health comes from the food that's grown from the earth and that's grazed on the earth. But to actually build the muscle, you need the stimulus. And the stimulus can be body weight, it can be sports, it can be weights. I myself include all of this, mainly focusing on weighted calisthenics at the moment. And I feel like it's benefited me a lot. And I'm going to do a lot of videos on that soon, especially on my fitness channel. If you want to subscribe to that, James Valeria Fitness, on YouTube. So you need a stimulus, and you need to have that mind-muscle connection when it comes to when you're working out, to not be distracted with music and all of that in your ears constantly. I mean, you can put some music on, but as long as that mind is there, that connection between feeling the muscle contract, and then you will see the results. So you've got the diet, you've got the mind-muscle connection, you've got the stimulus, which you need to have a really good stimulus to really feel that connection. It could be weights, it could be calisthenics again. As long as you're feeling that stimulus and increasing that stimulus, if it's too easy, then you will see results again. So I think that's the main points I wanted to say of how to achieve an aesthetic physique whilst maintaining health. But another important thing is to always to rest, to not continuously train. You don't have to get up at 4 o'clock and train. You have to have that rest, you have to have that balance. The muscles need the rest, the mind needs the rest. You don't want to overstimulate yourself. You'll find yourself getting ill, and then you'll be losing the muscle when you're ill. You'll not be able to train. So you have to have that balance. That's a really important thing I found out. Myself included. When I used to run, I didn't used to run all the time, but I went through a phase when I was running quite a lot, and I was running every day, even though I didn't feel like it. This was when I was about 14, and I found myself getting cold after cold after cold. I've not had a cold in years now because I've rest, but this is what it's about. It's if you don't allow yourself to rest, illness comes on, and therefore that's where the main problem when people start on a gym journey or a body building journey is that they find themselves getting ill because they're overtraining, they're overstimulating the mind, they're too focused on building the muscle. Then they turn to steroids, then all hell breaks loose. So then they end up getting really ill. They end up, later in life, they end up, being a degenerate. So it's all about getting your health first, then the muscle will come, the body will come. It's natural for a man to have a good body. That's what we desire. It's been that way for thousands of years. It's to have a muscular, broad shoulders, lean abs, thin waist, built arms. It's been that way. You don't have to, you don't have to have that physique, but it's a desired physique that I think to be a man, I feel for myself anyway that it's important for me to have that physique like that to make me feel myself in this life, in this body. It's important to me, and that's why I like training, and I train with love. I don't train with obsession. If it was obsession, I'd be training so much more than I am now, and that's why it's important. Don't get obsessed with building muscle. Just take care of your body, take care of your mind first, and then the muscle and the physique. I don't mean bodybuilding muscle. Just lean, healthy, good physique. This will come. If you train well with the stimulus, you eat well. You can eat anything you want. I eat everything. The odd thing that I would disagree with it in moderation is fine, but just try and stay away from it as best you can. Fat. I have a high fat diet. Fat doesn't make you fat. I have a very high fat diet, and in animal fats especially, and I think that's important to me. That's what makes me tick. That's what makes me feel nourished. Raw milk, raw cheese, unpasteurized. I drink water from a spring now, so it's straight from the earth. That's what's all very important to me. So this is what I want to be saying today. I'm going to do a lot more videos on this because I feel it's a very important subject, especially for a man, because a lot of the men are getting caught up in building muscle in an unhealthy way, dirty bulking with rubbish foods, and end up getting feeling tired and fatigued, and they turn to supplements and creatine powders, protein powders, when we don't need any of that. The ancients would be laughing at us. The Greeks, the the Spartans, all of them people like that. In the ancient world, they have built muscle, and they were much stronger than the majority of the population now. We're at the weakest we've ever been because of our way of life in the office and the televisions all the time. Things like that. So it's important to train, it's important to know your body, and it's important to know what it's capable of. And there's a quote, I'll finish off by saying this, it's that no man should be able to go through life without knowing what his physical body is capable of. I'll leave you with that quote.